Cyberpunk 2077 was definitely one of my most anticipated games for a long time. As well, I mean, I think that's the same for a lot of people. And of course, when it was released, it had the issues. And of course, everyone on Twitter and online have all the answers and etc, etc. Personally, I think it was the people pulling the purse strings, the ones, obviously the investors and all that. They just wanted money at the end of the day. They wanted to capitalize on the hype and get it ready for Christmas. And of course, I think CD Projekt Red did not want to release it at that time. And maybe they wanted to cancel the last gen versions, and personally I think they should have definitely cancelled the Xbox One and the PS4 versions of the game, because I think they held the game back dramatically. Now of course the game has now been patched up in 2022, nearly 2 years after its launch, with update 1.5. Update 1.6 is coming towards the end of 2022, maybe even sooner, which will bring with it a whole host of new things. And they've pushed the first big DLC expansion to 2023, which is fine. Take your time with that and all that kind of jazz. Now there are still minor bugs within the game, and there are still you can definitely tell this is a last gen game with next gen polish, which again, like I said, with animations and all that kind of stuff, it does appear that it's definitely an Xbox One PS4 game. But that being said, now that it is it's in a very fantastic playable state, especially if you have the Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5 or a powerful PC, and you can play this game with ray tracing on and the graphics looking really good. The game does look good and it runs incredibly well. You will hit some small tiny little bugs here, there and everywhere, in terms of like animations. The NPCs walking around will sometimes spaz out. But nothing game-breaking personally that I've found so far in this playthrough, and nothing that's going to deter you away from the game. But that being said, I originally reviewed the game back in 2020, just around Christmas time, and I gave the game a 3 at that point, because obviously all the problems it had, because I was playing it on the PlayStation 4, and it just wasn't a very good experience. However, I'm replaying it now on Xbox Series X, and I've been having a really great time with it. I can see what they were trying to do. Of course, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done, in my opinion, to the game to make it the game that they said it was going to be. I have a lot of ideas for like what I'd like to see come to the game in future updates, but I'll make a separate video on that one because I don't want to make too long a video all the time. But I still think the main story itself is so-so. Of course, now that all majority of the bugs have been fixed and the game is in a great playable state, I can now appreciate a bit more what they're trying to do. I've been taking my time and doing loads of things. I've basically, in this playthrough, put in as much time as I did to the main story on the PlayStation 4, and I'm not even halfway through the main story yet, because I've been doing all the side gigs and all the side quests and trying to get money to buy apartments and buy cars and all that kind of stuff. I've been diving into the side content, as I was honest in my review. I only did a little bit of side content, whereas now, even though I know they've added in extra side content with update 1.5, I've been just digging into it and just upgrading upgrading all my cybernetics and getting the best clothing and armor and getting the best weapons, and just doing things and having fun with the game. But it's definitely this now in 2022 is definitely worth picking up, and it's now it's a game that I'm enjoying playing, and I am definitely a fan of it now. I noticed there are some comic books based on the game, which I'm going to pick up myself. There's about 4 out, I believe, with a 5th one on the way. And hopefully they have promised, CD Projekt Red have promised to continue to work on the game. So hopefully they do that, and hopefully we can just build this up to be a real great cyberpunk open world sandbox. And it's well over halfway there, so 75% there. They just need to just add a few things, which I will put in a separate video. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for listening to me ramble on about Cyberpunk. Yes, originally I was very sort of... I was very let down at the start, of course, but now I'm putting all that the past is in the past. CD Projekt Red have admitted that they did wrong. They are fixing it, so I gotta be adult about it and see that, yeah, they made a mistake. People make mistakes, and they're trying to deliver on the promise, and well, they're not so much trying, they are doing it bit by bit. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and just continue to play the game to see where they take it. But thank you very much for watching, and I shall catch you on the next one.